Hello, in this Bootstrap 4 video we're going to show you accordion collapsible content. Accordion collapsible content allow you to have essentially collapsible content on top of each other, or they could be placed anywhere you want. And if you open one, it collapses any other ones that are open within the accordion group, and if you open another, it does the same. And it's really cool, and it really does look amazing, especially if you're creating some sort of website that has a lot of information, maybe a lot of forms, and you only want to display the information that the user needs at that particular time. So to do this, you need a div, and the first div is going to be a container for all of the different sections. This needs a class of accordion. It needs a role. Its role is tab list. Needs area dash multi-selectable. That looks okay. The spelling does. Put that to true. Inside here we have panels, and each panel is the button itself that activates that particular collapsible content and the collapsible content as well. So it's going to do a div. We've covered panels before, so check that video out if you want more information. For a class of panel dash default. Then inside here gonna have another div, and this div has a class of panel dash heading, role equals tab, id equals, I'm gonna put heading 1. And then inside here, we're simply going to have a h4 and for this needs a class of panel-title. Technically, you could use something else other than panels. You don't have to have it quite the same way that we're doing it, but it just looks really simple and really cool using panels. And inside here, we're going to have a data dash toggle equals oopsie daisy equals collapse data dash parent equals, actually sorry, this needs to be an ID, not a class, my bad, and I'm just going to capitalize it. So we're just going to copy and paste that goes in the data parent attribute. Then we need a href, and this href is simply going to be collapse 1, or whatever the collapsible content is called. We haven't programmed that in yet, we'll do that in a moment. Now we need area dash expanded. I'm going to set this to true. That just means this particular content is open by default. You can set it to false if you don't want it open by default. Really easy to change. Area dash controls equals collapse 1. Again, you want it the same as the href. And now inside here, it's gonna have some text. It's gonna put collapsible group item 1. Outside of the h4 and the panel heading div, but still within the panel, you want to add another div, and this div has an ID which is the same as this right here. It has a class of panel dash collapse in. You only want this in for the collapsible item that's open by default. So if you don't want it open by default, which we'll show you in a moment by having multiple sections, you want to omit this little class right here, but like I said, we'll be showing that soon. You want to put a role of tab panel, and you want to do area dash labeled by equals, for this we're going to put heading 1, which is right here, And now inside we're just going to put something. You can put images, you can put text. I'm just going to put a random paragraph, which I'm going to get from a random paragraph generator. Copy and paste that. Before we add more panels, we're simply going to show you this working as it is. So refresh. We got a collapsible item. It's open by default because remember I had the class and the area dash, what was it called? It slipped my mind. Area dash expanded, set to true. So if I click this, as you can see, it now closes and opens. Very similar to regular collapsible content, but here comes the accordion part. So let's just simply copy and paste this because we only need to change a few things. So we want to change the ID. I'm going to put this to heading 2. You need a class for the ahref. Collapsed. So if it's collapsed by default, you want to change this to collapsed. It's going to change the ahref because we don't want to trigger the first one. Area dash expanded is equal to false. Area dash controls is collapse 2. Change this to group item 2. Change this to collapse 2. Got to get rid of this in. Change this to collapse 2. And now we are going to just get another random paragraph just so it looks different. Copy that. Paste. And now what we're going to do is just create one more. You can have as many as you want. You can just have 1, 2. We're just going to have 3 because it looks quite cool when there's 3 of them. Go down and see what we need. Really, we only need to change the heading -3 or the heading 2 and the collapse 2 to 3, simply because we've done all the other changes. Change this to 3, 3, 3, and 3. So let's simply get another paragraph. Copy and paste that. Go back to our web browser, refresh. As you can see, we got 2 more group item buttons. They are collapsed by default. If I click on this one, still open and close it. But if this is open and I click number 3, for example, okay, that didn't quite work because it's not closing the other content. So let's have a look what we've missed. Clearly, I know what I missed. Right here. I'll put data dash parent accordion. It needs a hash because it doesn't know I'm referencing an ID. So if I just put a hash in all the data parents, that was a little mistake on my part. So if you picked up on that, great. If you didn't, just add a quick hash. Save it, refresh. So if I click on group item 3, as you can see, the other one closes. And I can't have more than one open at any given time. You might be wondering what happens if, let's say, they're all closed. So if I close this one and I click open on another one, it doesn't open any of the others or close any of the others because they're already closed. Bootstrap handles all of that for you and it just opens and closes the one that you need. So that's accordion collapsible content. Really, really cool, really useful. If you have any questions, feel free to post them on our education platform, sonarlearning.co.uk/questions.php. There'll be a link in the description, plus there'll be another link to the source code from this video. Please rate, comment and subscribe as it really does help let us know what you like and what you don't like about our videos. And as usual, thank you for watching and I hope you have a great day.